This program is proudly brought to you by the VAFA Live Official app. With live scores, team stats, player stats and much, much more. Everything you need for the VAFA in the palm of your hand. Download it from the App Store or Google Play now.
Hi, this is Saket from Complete Sports Management. We are here at the Brunswick Street Oval, where West Brunswick have just beaten Fitzroy 24-17. Gray, this is a very historic moment for Brunswick Street Oval. The first time the game was played under lights. How did you think the conditions were, and what did you think of such a historic moment?
Certainly a great opportunity for us, for the senior women's team to play here in a premier ground. It's one of the best grounds in Melbourne, I would have thought. So under lights was a great spectacle. Obviously the heavy rain early on made the conditions difficult, but then again it was good that the rain sort of held off during the game. So.
Yeah, it was a historic moment, and it was a really tight encounter today, but unfortunately didn't go your way. And in a loss that can only be described as unlucky. What did you think of the game and how it panned out?
Yes, sometimes football can be cruel. I think we've actually played a few games now where we've been more than competitive, and I thought tonight we really, as a team, brought a great performance. Didn't maybe take advantage when we did have the scoring end. Perhaps could have had a bit more pressure on the opposition when we went into the three-quarter time break. So.
I also have Teresa with me, who played last week for the VAFA rep game. Teresa, that was such an honor for you, and you were awarded the AFL Goldfields Women's Best VAFA Player.
Yes.
How was that experience? Can you take us through that?
Yeah, it was a great game to play. The scoreboard, obviously, I don't think reflected Goldfield's effort. They did play a good game. Unfortunate that, I guess we just had the stronger team. But I think all the girls gelled really well, especially for not really knowing the team until 2 days beforehand. So it was good, and I was super honoured to get the best on ground. So smiles all around.
And what did you think of the game today? Like you were mentioning earlier, a very tight game and very great defensive work by the team. But again, just a very disappointing loss.
Yeah, it's I think hitting the girls a bit hard, but we've got to just keep at it. It's usually like this. We can fight really good. It's just a scoreboard that doesn't reflect how well we're playing. But we usually get the people low scoring. So I feel like week by week we might be getting better. Hopefully we can convert that into a few more goals next week.
Yeah, great. Teresa mentioned how the team seems to be improving every week. Coming to the last few weeks of the season, what's your plan for the next few weeks, and how do you intend to take on the finishing weeks of the season?
Look, as Teresa said, I think our structure holds up fairly well against almost every team in the competition, and we have held every team to a reasonably low score. So I think we continue to work maybe on our forward options. Dare I say it, working on our forward entries, but it'll come. And I think the effort's there, and I certainly asked everyone to put 4 quarters in today, and I think they did that. So.
That was the coach of Fitzroy, Gray Barton, and Teresa. Now I'm handing it over to Shashank, who has the coach of West Brunswick.
Thank you, Saket. I have with me the head coach of West Brunswick, Josh, and the key player, Yolanda. So, Josh, it was a brilliant win. What were your thoughts?
We were very happy to win. Obviously, the Friday night under lights is a big occasion, and having the commentary and for Fitzroy to be opening the ground, so the historic moment of having night football for the first time on a ground with so much history to it was a really significant occasion. So it was great to come away with a win on a night.
Yeah, that's right. I felt you started off slightly slow. What do you think went wrong?
I don't know if it was too much about what went wrong from our end, although we identified a couple of things we could improve. But really, it's a massive credit to Fitzroy. They came out firing. They came out with really hard attack on the football and good structures, good systems around the ball. and they just made the most of their opportunities. I think they really outstripped us in the forward 50 entries in the first quarter, and our backs had to really stand up. Otherwise, it would have been a pretty dire situation for us at quarter time. And then when we got a bit more run forward in the second quarter, Fitzroy were really strong defensively as well. So it was just a tight contest, I think.
Yeah. So this is the second time you have told the team something in the half time, and they come out so strong. You definitely need to tell us the secret.
Yeah. So I still think you're giving me too much credit, because coaches say all sorts of things over the course of 2 hours or however long the game lasts, and none of it matters unless the players go and do it. So we spoke at half time and at quarter time about how important the ball was to us, and our commitment to the ball and our desire for the ball. But yeah, once you've got the ball in hand, it's up to the players to make the most of it. And in that last quarter, we had some key contributions from players enough that we got over the line.
Yeah, that's really amazing. So Yolanda, you played for the Rebs. So how was your experience?
Yeah, it was a great experience. Felt pretty privileged to give that opportunity, and it's just really good to meet other players from the other teams, and yeah, it was a good win.
Yeah, that's right. So how do you feel coming back to your home team?
Yeah, excited to come back and ready to finish the season strong with all the girls.
Okay. So that's right. So congratulations on your win, and that's it from me. I'm signing off from Brunswick Street Oval, where West Brunswick has beaten Fitzroy by 7 points.
This has been another Complete Sports Management production.